I just want to share a few updates. We're running behind, so I'm going to try to make it brief, but I know people want updates on what's happening with people arriving on the buses from Texas, and also just want to share a broader picture of what we do at World Relief with asylum seekers because while some of the people in this room are either participants in or help to support the home program, we also have other services for asylum seekers. And yeah, we've been serving asylum seekers for a long time here at World Relief, and we serve them through case management. So we have case managers here who can help. We have legal services. So we actually just recently launched a asylum clinic here in house at World Relief. So we're really excited about that. I think Mia spoke about how there's just a big need for legal services in the community. So we're really excited to be contributing to that now with our recently launched asylum legal clinic. And we're starting small with that, but we have a vision to grow that and be able to serve a lot more people going forward. And so we're really excited about that. And then the third part of that is the home program where we can have churches connect with families and provide friendship and housing support. So we'll talk more. Hannah's going to talk more about the home program in a couple of minutes, but to switch over to talk about the updates on the buses that are coming, we have been learning with you all what's happening, but we've been learning more and more about what is happening with that. So most of you probably know that buses have been arriving to Chicago from the border over the past couple of weeks. It started last month. And since then, local government officials and organizations, there's really been a community-wide response to be part of welcoming the people. I've heard from people that people are, like, Chicago's becoming known as a place where people are welcomed with open arms, which is just really exciting. And I feel proud to be part of a city like that. Especially as a Christian who just believes that we're called to welcome the strangers. So I feel proud to be part of that. And we have seen and heard from a lot of churches who've been asking about how they can help and how they can step in. So we're just really excited about that. And we do now have some tangible ways that we're starting to get connected with the people arriving on the buses. So we do have some staff members who are now helping at one of the hotels that is housing some of the people. If you're not familiar with what's happening with the people coming on the buses, is there's a few reception sites set up around the city where people can go when they first arrive. And then there's a few different hotels and other like shelters, housing centers set up where people are able to stay. Right now it's for about 1 month where people are staying for. And so in those, kind of medium term places where people are staying for about a month, that's where we have some case managers there. And we're currently working on figuring out what those volunteer opportunities will be for people. So we don't have volunteers quite yet who are actively working in one of those locations, but we're mobilizing volunteers to do that, and we're keeping a list of people. And so as soon as we know what those needs are, then we'll be able to deploy people to those locations. It will look like we've heard about need for transportations to get to appointments, need for maybe assistance in like finding resources in the community, which our case managers help with as well, but just some of those like logistical things. So we're still figuring out what those are, but now that we are working in one of the hotels, just with the community-wide response, we through different programs that we have with the state asked us to be part of that. And yeah, we're glad to be in a position as World Relief to have the expertise and have the staff and the people who can go and help in that way. And just have the ability to have a lot of church partners and volunteers who want to help and want to serve. So we're grateful to be able to step in that way. I wish I had more concrete steps with that, but I don't yet, but we'll have that soon. And if your church is interested, or if you're interested as an individual, please let us know, because we are taking names and we're reaching out as soon as we have information and ways for people to get plugged in. Some concrete steps right now is we are collecting hygiene packs or hygiene kits for people. You can imagine people have been on buses and just on really long journeys coming here. And so just having some of those essential goods is really helpful. So we have a flyer as you walk out that has information about what to do to collect those kits. And then we have drop-off sites here and in the suburbs as well, because people are here in the city and in the suburbs at different locations. So we're collecting it all over the city or all over the Chicagoland at this point. Let's see, any other updates on that? We are also, part of our response is that we are hiring for a bilingual English-Spanish caseworker who can help out with that effort as well. So if anyone is interested or knows anyone, we can certainly send you that link. We'd love to have help with recruiting for that role. And yeah, I think that's mostly the updates that we have on the buses, but if you have more questions about that, you can feel free to bring them up when we move to the panel discussion.